forgetting. So many things forgotten that you did not log in. Didn't turn on my chat stream browser window to see what needs to be seen. Have you seen the stream tonight? You're heard, 'cause it's live on YouTube and Twitch, and my pen is way over there. Okay. One of these days. Got it. One of these days, I'll get it right first without so much this delay. Alright, Ripley, let's go down the checklist real quick. Phone, chat room, ready. Screen, right screen is up. Do buttons. Are the buttons working? Ripley? Oh, there you are, sweet angel. So everything's ready? Everything's working? All systems go? Flying 5x5? Ripley? You... Alright, I'll trust you. No. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Turn away for 2 seconds. And the screen goes off the screen. There we go. Now let's see how much this has affected everything. Oh, that's another thing I forgot. For the love of fun, Ripley. Forgot to keep the phone from going to sleep. Display and brightness. Auto lock. Never. Back. Settings. Close. Chat room. Space Goonie and a Patty Prue. They don't trust a cat, so why would you? Why would you? Why would you? My timeline's gone, and I don't know where it went. But I'll get back to the right window. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how to... What in the fun? Okay, I've lost my mind. Lost my mind. Okay, there it is. Move this up here. Then I hit tab. That doesn't work. Click this here. There we go. Now you're back on top. This is going to get real messy then. But we shall see. Alright, in theory, Ripley, press the start thing.
Tell your friends, and tell your hot mom. There's no such thing as grownups.com.
No such thing as all. Camera 1. Alright. Swear when I sat down, I wasn't the same color as the wall, but close enough. Hey Pat, where you at? That's a dumb question because I already know. Let's move this little window. Nope, wrong one. Display. Nope. Window. There we go. Out of the way, a little Mr. Penguin face. Not that we use this camera to draw with very often, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Mixer is up to its task. And that's a baby Fanta can. That's the theme of our stream tonight. Baby Fanta cans. 'Cause you can kill an adult character and then grow a baby in your plants. That's the thing I meant to talk about last week. That's the thing. YouTube is up and running, so if you're watching from YouTube, you can comment. If you're watching from Twitch, you can comment. And if you're watching from Mixer, you can comment. And as per usual, I don't have a whole lot of rules other than no hate crimes, please, and don't try to steal my IP. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've got the whatchamacallit. Is it running? Maybe it's not even running right now. But anyway, VPNs and whatnot. So, my name is Curtis, and this is No Such Thing as Grown Ups live stream. And clearly, the piece of wood that I have to keep this chair from rocking has dislodged. Oh, every time, Ripley, but you've got no thumbs. What do I expect from you? Really? Honestly. And, oh, good. Good. I think that my pen has disconnected. Oh, no, there it goes. Reconnected. We're good to go. Perfect. Okay. So, what was I saying? My name is Curtis. We've got Milo over here, of course, and Major Penguin. And as always, button stopped working. Just gotta click up here. There we go. Ripley is behind the iPad making things run, supposedly. Why is it not doing it this week? Why is it not doing it? Ripley! The buttons are working, Ripley. Why aren't the buttons working? How did we do this last time? I don't know what's going on over here, because I'm kind of busy with like a little baby Fanta can. Maybe we should talk about that. Will it be hard to have a quick-paced conversation between you, me, and maybe even Major Penguin without the buttons working? Yeah, that's exactly the problem. I can't have a conversation and draw if when I draw, it takes precedence over the buttons, which it didn't do before. But for some reason, that's what it's doing now, and I don't know why. Caps lock? I don't know. But before we even get going, of course, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Welcome to the neighborhood. Won't you be a neighbor? Something else, Mr. Rogers. So, as always, take off my regular working glasses and then blind face. And then we put on our show glasses. Ah, there we go. And now I can see again. And these are filthy. Excellent. Good reveal. Oh yeah, don't be a neighbor. Don't be a neighbor to anybody, because it only leads to being more neighborly, constantly and incessantly. And, oh man. Neighbors are supposedly moving. And, all day long, the dogs have been barking. Not my feet, well, I haven't been walking. The dogs across the hall have been doing their own talking. But if you swing by my Instagram, or no such thing as grownups.com, all the links are there now to everything. It's a lot more concise and nice, and you can get to the Instagram there, and there's a little scroll through of the daily comics that I've been doing. That's about all for the intro, I guess, but really wanted to use these buttons. Yeah, it should work. It worked a bunch of those times, and then now it's like, no, we're just not going to do it now. And I don't understand why. Like if I just start drawing with the pen and then press the buttons, Ripley? No, the pen is canceling out my buttons. I don't understand. Why was it okay before, Ripley? What are we doing differently? What are we doing differently? Is there a numlock? On this? I mean, this is a separate number pad. But in theory, the numlock would... No, that would just make it... If I hit this tab. So then I just have to do this if I want to switch between things. But that's somewhat irritating. Did you want to tell everybody where a baby Fanta comes from? Did you want to do that? Do you want to tell that story where I got this thing? Because I think it's a good story. Do you think it's a good story? I think it's a pretty good story. Yeah. The origin of Baby Fanta Can is going to be today's comic strip. So I'll let you see the text for it first. And then we'll fill in pictures. Of course, go to the right camera. That doesn't work. Apple tab. Drawing camera. Now, no, I can't think of why. Because my Apple tab is showing up on this screen instead of that screen. Hey, every week we sit here and we try to figure out why I don't know how to stream. What's different? Ha 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 ha. Hold the S because I am an ain't. Click on this. That ain't nothing to do. Just click on the settings. I don't know, man. Hotkeys. Is there any button that just says hotkeys are always hot, man? No. Now, I know that, in theory, I could probably just do a restart and everything will work the way I want it to, but it's too late. We're already midstream. You can't just jump out of a stream, dry off, and then jump back into a stream. That's not how streaming works. Not at all. So anyway, we'll do the text for this, and then we'll complain about things. Because that's what these comics are all about. Let's go up to the text. So, in this comic, the images will eventually be grown Fanta Can and me and Milo. That will be the stars today. And actually, let me grab. Oh, I already made. Okay, I started to do a comic strip last night, and then I was like, nah, I've already made a website and a little couch. I've done a lot of stuff this weekend. And have you had your break today? I deserve my break today. So first, Curtis is going to be saying to the Fanta Can, ... So then I said to him, that's, it's a funny thing. That's a funny thing. That's just a miniature couch. Beep. So I'm going to say that. And then Milo's going to, hey. Copy, there we go. And Milo's going to come in and interrupt. And he's going to be all, hey, shut up. You know how, oh, what in the, oh, come on now, guys. Comics are all caps. Dot, dot, dot. So, caps lock. Then, hey, space. And I I said, no, that's just a miniature couch. Then Milo says, text, caps lock, hey, comma, shut up. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Exclamation point, hey, shut up. You know how a dead Groot makes a baby Groot? So let's just scale this down. And a dead Peanut Man. Let's say Mr. Peanut Man. Makes a baby. Let's call it a Mr. Baby Peanut. That popped up on my text just after I caught it myself. A little proofreading scamp. And then ... let's say. And let the thube dead Yoda equals equals baby Yoda thub how. That one word, thub how. Alright, save. Did the buttons work yet? Oh no, they're doing number stuff. They never do number stuff. That's never come up. What did I do differently to allow this to become an actual number pad and not the magical box that it is? What if I hit function once? Numbers. One of these F keys has to be the answer, right? But no, these are all switched so they work for Flash. So it's not the answer. I don't know. If I do this. Yeah, no, it's a pain. It's a bit of a pain, honestly. Yes, it works. But, come on now, Rips. Come on. So, obviously, what I wanted to talk about last week was the fact that, hey, what did you just say in that podcast? There's a baby Peanut. Yeah, I think I saw the baby Mr. Peanut. I don't know. They probably just phased him out, and then, ta-da, baby Peanut, because, that's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing. We're replacing everybody with babies. And then I was like, they killed him? They killed him. And then a baby grew somewhere? I guess I have to go see the Super Bowl ad or whatever it is. So I threw on YouTube, and I can't. And I'm in my head, I'm just like, well, hopefully this isn't the saddest thing in the world. Like, hopefully this isn't they didn't up Mr. Peanut. Like, show him slowly getting older while his peanut family is like, oh my god, where's that? We were gonna milk that house on the hill. And Mr. Peanut's like, yeah, let me spin my cane and adjust my monocle. They didn't go that way with it. Instead, he was on like a road trip in an RV with Wesley Snipes? Wesley Snipes? I forget who the other celebrity was, actually, now that I think about it. Or try to think about it. Where's my cursor? To the internet. I said to the internet. And I'm gonna type in baby peanut commercial. Click on this one. What's going? Ad what? Continue watching.
Mr. Peanut, he spent his life bringing people together. I know he'd be happy that we are all...
Oh, yes, and Matt Walsh, is that his name? I think that's Matt Walsh. He's awesome. I love seeing him in everything. We're not watching the commercial. Just needed that information. But I can't even... If you don't know how they killed him, I'll just tell you real quick. Matt Walsh and Wesley Snipes and Mr. Peanut are in an RV, and they're like, we're going somewhere. That's cool and normal. And I'm like, everybody stop right now. Everybody stop. Just stop right now. What was this meeting? What was this meeting? Like, I always think there's like a long table of rich people that are like, we gotta do something. We gotta compete with all these Disneys. And then somebody's like, hey, brah. Steve came to the meeting today, brah. Steve's got all your ideas. What? I'm cool and I'm young and I'm hip. What? Yo. It was just like, Steven, you are not young and hip. You are 47 years old and nobody believes you. Turn your hat back forwards. Actually, take it off and get it out of here. We're in a meeting, Steven. Wear a suit like the rest of us. And Steven's like, bruh, what? Come on, bruh. I got your idea right hot. And Steven's just like, you want a baby? You want a baby? I can give you a baby. But you need something, something more. Mr. Peanut on his own, he can't endorse his own death. You need a celebrity to be like, yeah. He sacrificed for me, a great celebrity. And so I'm thinking, who hasn't, has been kind of in the shadows for a while. Maybe he's ditching tax fraud. Maybe he's fighting governments. Maybe he's up to all kinds of things and threatening movie productions to not make him that he has to be Blade again, or else nobody else could possibly be Blade, even though other people have been Blade. Let's get him, Wesley Snipes. The Snipes. We're gonna snipe all these people. It's time to start sniping again. Who wants on board this airplane? Cause I got a seat that's empty and it's marked 57, and I'm prepared to fill it. Just let me make the call, bros. Let me make the call to the snipe dog, guys, and then we'll put him in an RV, and then the RV will go off the road. Okay. Is there more to this? No, it goes off the road. They're all hanging from a branch. And then what? So then Wesley and Matt Walsh, who, no offense, Mr. Walsh, I'm not sure I'm getting your name right at the moment, but B, nobody knows who you are except for me and the people at the UCB that you work with. But he was like, he's like one of the founders of the UCB with, I want to say Leslie Knope. Amy Poehler, there we go, and whatnot. Like, this guy, he's deep into that world where like all of your favorite funny people come from. Oh, I can hear those dogs in the distance. I can hear them. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's like 2 minutes to 9, dog. Oh, he's everywhere. There's him and my other favorite guy, whose name I can never remember. He's got a podcast called Screw It, Let's Talk About Marvel Comics. I think it used to be called Screw It, Let's Talk About Spider-Man. When he shows up on my favorite improv podcasts, he is hilarious. I've never listened to his Let's Talk About Spider-Man podcast because I don't necessarily, I talk about comics as much as I talk about that. That's as much as I'm good for talking about comics, really, is what I talk about here. Matt Walsh and Wesley Snipes are like, no, like don't do it. Don't do it, Mr. Peanut. And Mr. Peanut's like hanging from his cane or however he's hanging, and he looks at them like, no, I have to do this to save us. It's like, no. Excuse me. Two reasons. Excuse me. First reason is that in the portrayal of this deadly situation, Mr. Peanut looks like the lightest thing in the world. Just like if anybody can get them out of there, it's that guy with some cartoon physics. He can for sure stretch his arm up, hook the edge of the cavern or whatever, and pull them back up. He can do something, except for I'll just sacrifice myself and I'll fall into this ravine and I will die. We'll cut to my funeral where Mr. Clean will be there and the Kool-Aid Man and a bunch of imaginary characters crying, and Wesley Snipes will be giving the eulogy, and Matt Walsh should be like, oh my god, he was such a good friend. Who are you both? And then why are you friends with Mr. Peanut? This story definitely needs a lot more backstory, but I don't watch commercials. Maybe there is more. But they just dropped him off a cliff, and then I forget if it just grew out of the bushes or if it was like, every other situation like that where it's like a tear magically brings the thing back to life. But like, Matt Walsh's or the Kool-Aid Man's tear is like, oh, there we go. And now a little baby peanut grew in a bush. And we'll just like, and I mean literally like, hey, remember how we're at a funeral 5 seconds ago? Oh yeah, I forgot. The thing we just replaced you with and completely forgot about is corpsed up over here in this hole at a normal funeral. Peanuts. Let's go get some peanuts now. Who wants some peanuts? No? Nobody? Yeah, I didn't think so. You don't want those corpse peanuts, but you know what you do want? Baby peanuts? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't cared about Planters peanuts in 1,000 years. I don't know. Only at Christmas time, people were like, ooh, you gotta get some of those Planters peanuts in that bottle. I buy my peanuts by the bag, and it's yellow, and it says no name peanuts on it. Or our compliments peanuts on it. Or generic who gives an F peanuts. As long as they have enough salt on them, then num, delicious. And if you get unsalted peanuts, then what do you care what brand they are? It doesn't matter. The brand of peanut really, 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 really only matters for salt levels and its ability to hold salt and the machinery and the chemicals they use to make sure the salt attaches to it. Beyond that, it's just a bare nut. Just rocking in my own rage over here. That's all I do. What? What are you doing? Just my own rage propelling this chair back and forth. My foot isn't touching the ground. And the fact that they say baby nut in the commercial is disgusting. I'm pretty sure if you Google just the word baby nut, you're going to go to jail. I've already said it too many times. Hopefully I only said it 2 times and I don't Beetlejuice myself into a situation. Gross. So, yeah, I'm going to leave this a period. Anyway, I want a baby Fanta kid. Wait. Though, comma, stab. Oh man, what an adorable cat. And again, I know that nobody's put off by things like that. Food commercials are disgusting now. Everything is disgusting. I don't know why anybody buys anything based on commercials. They're just rancid. And I'm instantly flashing to my own like little childhood Curtis self sitting by the TV going, this is funny. And my, parents or grandparents being like, what happened to the TV? This is disgusting. And I don't know. I do remember being disgusted by like, no, I agree with this. These like gross fruit roll-ups that are like just gross colored. I've never even had a fruit roll-up before when I was a kid, but I wanted to so bad. Like, oh, those do look delicious. And then I saw those, and I'm like, sorry, I can't risk it. Can't risk saying, yeah, I'd love to have a fruit roll-up because if it looks like that, then I have to pretend to have enjoyed a fruit roll-up and then get rid of it somehow, or be like, oh, actually, you could have this and just give it to another kid and then have them question me for the rest of the day, which is a thing that happened. Cause you're a rich girl and your fruit's rolled up and your fruit snacks don't matter anyway. Today's episode is brought to you by water in a booster juice cup. Reusable booster juice cup. I'm going to change this anyway to a well. And then over here, we'll keep this anyway. And then Miles is going to be like, anyway, I'm going to give Wesley Snipes a call. And wait for my baby Fanta kid. Period. And then Milo will walk away. I did write down some notes so I wouldn't forget like last time, but they're way over there and I'm covered in all this stuff, and when I move things they disconnect. But anyway, if I can grab this, if I could turn back down and just go to the big camera. Oh, come on, Ripley, I Apple tabbed. Oh, you're up there now. Does that mean you're gonna work? So that works that way. Now if I tap here. Oh, for fun's sake. Alright. So anyway, yeah, this is the little couch I made. It's not quite miniature. Boop. And if we take a Rafaela off there, and we take a Wonder Woman off there, and that's what it looks like. That's all the crumbs that they were eating. There we go. So yeah, it's all just a bunch of little dollar store Jenga blocks that I glued together with way too much hot glue, and then I glued some felt onto that form, and then on top of that form I took more felt and covered that in, and then took those little felting needle things and kept felting it around to give myself some rounder edges and whatnot. So it's pretty couchy. Like, it could be better for sure, but for like my very first felting attempt to go crazy and try to do a couch, of course thinking it's only going to take a minute, but mostly to throw some action figures on. But yeah, maybe I'll make some more furniture for the rest of the figures and set that little shelf up out there where they're at, like a little living room. Like a little living room. Oh, Patrick. You and your puns? Is that what that is? Yeah, your miniature stuff actually looks like super real miniature stuff, but that's so small. Like, oh geez, this is too small to work on, and it's huge. Pin, brush. There we go. So I'm gonna draw the bubbles around real quick. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. Did I mention how great Medical Police is? Oh, and I forgot to switch the camera back. Ripley. There we go. Medical Police on Netflix. Oh, so good. So good. But, you know, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before how great I think Rob Hubel is. Hope I'm not stopping stuff every time I think I'm using flash shortcuts. But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where, you know, it's the kind of thing you have to be into. It's very Naked Gun-ish. A lot of just nonsense for the sake of nonsense, but still with all of the tropes of those procedural shows. And I don't know, again, like I could watch Rob Hubel all day. I just think he's the best. I'm sure Matt Walsh is in that show at least once or twice. Schitt's Creek is one that I know that everybody loves it. I don't have a problem with it, but same thing as like I just never really got into it. I watched honestly maybe even the whole first season a while ago. Like when it first came on, I was watching it then, and now everybody's like, "You watching Schitt's Creek?" Like that show is like a million years old, right? And I don't know. I'm sure it's great. Beyond how far I got into it. Um, and I will probably go back to it again. There we go. Eventually, but yeah, I feel like it'll be exactly that thing where it's like, oh, I can tell the characters have grown into something now. Whereas that first season, it was just like, we're a wacky couple of people who used to be rich and we don't quite understand what's going on, but we're smart. And our kid is smart, but we're making him live with his sister. Like, the circumstances after a certain point seemed like, you guys should be out of this by now? Why are you still trapped here? This is I get it's a situational comedy, but I feel like this situation has run its course. But you know, like a lot of things, um, they get funnier after they come around again. I was the exact same way with Arrested Development. Like that's like my favorite show in the whole world, especially to be able to sit down and like watch it in order. Like when Netflix finally got a hold of it, but the first like year or two it was on, it was just like, what is this? Like I couldn't get past 2 minutes of it. I'm just like, there's something wrong with this show, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know why everyone's acting like their beloved characters that we've gotten to know through the years. Like this is like the first episode. I don't understand. Click. And now I'm just like, these are like beloved characters we've known for years. And anyway, with Medical Police, like I've watched a bunch of the Children's Hospital, and I think there was some other show that I can't remember. But all of the David Wayne stuff, like he writes and directs a lot of that stuff too. And just I don't know, never don't enjoy a good David Wayne adventure. Um, okay, let's lock this layer. Let's go to this layer. And that's the other thing too. Is like there's so much good stuff on that it's hard not to just watch what you like over and over and over again. Oops. Okay, Flash didn't crash. Oh, there it is. But yeah, the file I was working on went away. Okay, I know what I gotta do here then. Maybe it's all this. If I just do this now, I'm gonna copy, close this window, don't save. And then when I'm in this window, I'm gonna paste, put duplicate items into a duplicate folder. You can't see that anyway. And then I'm gonna scale. I said I'm gonna scale. Oh. Down Mr. Fanta can. And we're just gonna reuse him all the way through. Bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum. All right. Now, here's what I have just theorized, and by theorized I mean made up based on not a whole lot of things. I had two windows open, and I'm capturing from a window outside the window. So now, when I click back and forth between the two, it doesn't get all wonky because I closed one. Which would lead me to believe that I can now press the buttons over here and start switching between things. What do you think, Milo? I'm talking to you, Mr. Thompson. Thought for sure. Maybe. I don't think it's gonna work there, Mr. Clever McGee. Another failure for you and a win for me, somehow. How's that a win for you? That doesn't even make any sense. Doesn't matter. I am always the winner, and if I'm winning, it means someone must be the loser, and it's probably you. So anyway, is anybody else gonna hold this baby? I mean, sometimes I forget how short my attention span is, and how much I just, I don't really care about stuff like this. I mean, the eyes are big. It's the big eyes. That's adorable. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you know, babies and whatnot. Does this thing poop? It doesn't have a diaper, so I could probably just put it on a shelf. I mean, regular Fanny can just kind of hung it on its shelf, right? Everything's normal. Everything's cool. You're a monster. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I have to fix the button situation, other than um, restarting everything or changing a chord. I did use a different chord that I don't normally use. Perhaps that is also the reason, but I don't know. So anyway, Fanta can will be there. There's a bunch of masks in there. I'm gonna have to remask him. So we'll put him here like this. Do. And I did break him apart. Oops. Oh yes, that's what I did. Okay, not a problem then. So we're just gonna grab him. Excuse me. Oh my. And then he'll be over here. And I'm just gonna swap these and copy. Swap and cop so I don't have to worry about do. Oh, there it is. And then we'll grab him again. And we'll put him down here, and we'll probably give him his own layer. Yeah, that works. Oop. There we go. Yeah. And then shadow. Save. What is going on right now? There we go. And I think I'll do a little bit of add a little mask. A little maskety in there. Really want to reach for my. There's only like one note that's on there that I'm forgetting because the other thing was like Mr. Peanut and reminding me to do this. So I'm going to. Oh, that's not how we do it. Apple Tab. Ripley? Oh, there you are, sweet angel. Can you just distract? I don't know if I can move this without. Okay, everything's fine, still fine. Alright, that just says baby Fanta, so I didn't write down the other things that I meant to. Camera? There we go. So anyway, I was making a mask over here. Rectangle. Hey. Small. And red. Whoop. Now, why aren't two of you in the mask? Oh, because it's silly. Because if I mask over the area that I don't want to see with another mask, it defeats the purpose of the mask. Oh, for love. Text. There. Hey, you remind me of a babe. What babe? The baby Groot. What Groot? That used to be alive. What alive? But he's dead. But he grew out of his old head. What kind of magic spell to use? Slime and snails. Puppy dog's tails. Sarah. Did I ever tell you about the time that I once... Actually, shut up. That reminded me of something else, of how is blank something with blank. But I can only think about how is David Bowie being the king of the goblins when he's clearly the only thing in this whole universe that is not a goblin. Just like, oh, I'm the king or whatever, but like, I feel it was like a real world thing, not Muppet related. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about the president and, hey, how can all you guys be like here doing a job, and this guy is like the opposite of doing a job, and you're like, no, he's doing a job. This guy, he's doing the thing that he's supposed to do. No, I don't think that he is. No, he probably is. I think it's fine. Because that whole thing still blows my mind to this day. I'm going to group this all together. Group. That's not grouping. What's going? Oh, too many layers. And group. And then a layer above, just to be safe, we'll add me and Milo. What kind of magic spell to use? Because really, when you do, this is actually a pretty decent allegory for, I almost said American politics, for the political system in general. All of the Muppets, all of the inhabitants of the world of the labyrinth that are working with, I don't know, like I assume it's a world where, they were all there. And then Jareth comes along and is like, I'm in charge now, because all of them, like every single one of the Muppets, not one of them has an idea in their head, and they're prepared to do what anybody tells them to do. Like, the only reason Sarah got help on all of her adventures because it's like, hey, what if you helped me through the labyrinth? I'm going to become a great actress someday. Maybe I'm just doing a great job at pretending I'm a high school actress in this film, and somehow we still loved her for it anyway. But it is funny to watch now. I'm just like, this is how she delivers all of her lines. How stupid were we as children? But yeah, they're totally prepared to be like, cool, you want to be our friend? Yeah, our friend, our abusive boss, whatever anybody wants, we're down for it. We have no other thoughts in our head. We have hands in our butts and no thoughts in our heads. This is all we've got. We're easily led. So they can be dragged along by the thinnest of threads. Oh, the Muppets of the Labyrinth. How are they not all dead? But I mean, it's also David Bowie, though, so part of it. Like, what if it? Oh man, what if it is like, or was, I should say. Sorry, I put a muffle on the microphone, so I'm pretty sure you can't hear the dogs in the distance, but I can hear and feel them, and I can also hear a car come in. So perhaps the owners have come home and they'll be quiet now that they're home. But it's been a long time. It's been way too many hours for dogs to be freaking out. Oh, even just for the dogs, even just for the dogs. But they're gonna move. They're gonna move. I put a lot of effort. I put a lot of effort into helping strangers within my building get a new job and a new place to live so that they can go and work and live somewhere else. Because I'd like to say I'm the nicest person in the world, but I'm a monster. I'm a monster who just wants some peace and quiet. Like a Gorg. So, yeah, so I wonder if it is just like, David Bowie shows up to like the Labyrinth set like day one, and it's just like, oh, this would be so much. What if I do this? Hey, hey, I think I thought of that other thing that you wanted to mention, but you totally forgot about. You did. You totally did just remember that other thing. But let's go with the other thought you were just about to have when you just remembered this and hold on to that for me. Ripley, actually, can you remember some stuff for me? Yeah, no, I mean, writing it down is great, but nobody told you what it is. So, all right, that doesn't matter, I guess. She's got it covered. She's the best. Hopefully, she'll remember. So, Milo. Okay, so here's what I was thinking. Um, in your little idea of explaining your thoughts about the David Bowie, can I perhaps pretend? Can I play the part of Mr. Henson? Can I play Jim Henson? That that could be crazy and interesting, and I of course will. Nope, no, you won't. Don't need your help right now. Also, I'm looking way too far over. You're like right here. There you are. Hey, buddy. Still not looking in the right place. Everything about him is annoying. um, so I imagine like David Bowie comes up on the set. He's got the pants on. Like regardless, he's not in costume yet, but the pants that are in the movie, he's wearing those pants. He shows up in those pants. And real quick, I'm gonna rebuffer just to be safe. Rebuffered. Oops. Um. So he comes in, and it's just like, uh, uh, whatever. Like, hello, James. I've read your script. I found it most delightful. In a most delightful way, like a spoonful of sugar, no doubt. I don't know why he's saying all that extra stuff. This is just coming off the top of my head. And then Jim Henson sounds like this. Um, Ripley, the button stopped working. Ripley, the button stopped working. What is going on, Ripley? There you are. Cut to Milo now. Please and thank you. Abomination. Hello. It's me, Kermit the Frog here. Mr. Bowie. I'm just drifting back into my own voice. I don't know how to do. Hold on. Let me. Yes, David. Maybe I'll just use my own voice. Should I just use my own voice? Because this is difficult. Okay, one more try. One more try. I'm trying to hold the baby here at the same time. Mr. Bowie, I'm very glad for you to be here at the movie filming of our movie. So hopefully you'll be ready. Yes, Mr. Jimothy. Very excited. Reading the script, I was quite surprised to find out that the movie is all about me and how the entire world yearns to see and know and learn about what's going on inside David Bowie's pants. I think you might have read the script wrong, because it's not about that at all. you see, Mr. Bowie, it's kind of a coming of age story about a little girl learning that sometimes the childhood things you have to get over them to be a grown up, but still not throw away them completely. So you want to keep your imagination going, no matter how old you are. But you gotta stop being a baby about it. Yeah, yes, I see exactly what you're talking about. But if you look into your heart, if you look deep into your heart, and then tell me what you think this movie is about, what this script says to you and to me and to the whole world, Mr. Henson, just look to the truth that you feel inside you, and then say it. Just say it out loud. Yeah, actually, you're all right. That I think maybe this movie is just about everyone wanting to know what's going on inside your pants. So, yeah, let's make that movie, I guess. Let's make that movie. Anyway, wardrobe is over here. You're gonna be playing a Goblin King, like you're gonna be like mostly a Muppet, and people will be working parts of you. So you'll mostly just be doing the voice for this and singing the songs, and that's how that thing goes. I fear you've not read my entire contract completely, uh, James. For I cannot be covered completely. A wig, of course, lots of hair, less hair, that's up to you. I give that over to you completely, and Mr. Oz and all of the people here at the Children's Television Workshop. But my pants are my pants. Whatever pants I decide on this character's pants are the pants of the movie, and they will be the star, James. They will be the star. You're not looking at me at all when you talk, It's really taking away the realism. Taking away the realism. You're just looking at the camera as if, avocado shakes need to hear all this stuff, but, can I just be Jim Henson for a minute? Come on now. You're not doing this right. Kermit the Frog here, etc. You're right, James. I've just forgotten where your eyeline might be and didn't plan quite for it. But yes, I will be the king of the goblins. It seems a little odd, though, that, a guy who's not a Muppet is going to be the king of all the Muppets over here. So if you could just put on, like, maybe some Muppet hands, anything at all. No deal. No deal at all, Jim. I think you'll find that once you look around at all of these Muppets and all of these characters and everyone here, actually, even today, everyone raise your hand if you think that I should be the king of this production, merely based on the pants that I'm wearing. Sarah's. Sounds about right to me, actually. Sounds about right to me. Everyone, get your heads inside those puppet butts. We're making a movie about David Bowie's wiener. And that's the story, the true story of how Labyrinth came to be. Thanks, Avocado Shakes, because I did forget and Ripley did not write it down. No, I don't think that you quickly sent a message to Avocado Shakes so that she could remind me of what Milo was supposed to be remembering. I would be amazing. That would be amazing. But that's not what happened. She brought up exactly the other thing that I wanted to talk about. So back to my voice being me, and then, oh, I see what's happening here. Tis a 3 men and a baby situation, Sarah. I, of course, am the dashing Ted dancing through the night, impregnating ladies with all of my dancing might. Oh, maloning and bar owning. That's me, the Ted Danson of the story, and of course, our old friend in his his Hawaiian detective solving shirt holding one of the 3 men's babies is the Selic of the group, which of course makes you. I gotta be the Gutenberg? I gotta be the Gutenberg. And I'm still not looking at you, and I hate you for that. Is this there? I'm just looking at the back of your head anyway. No, I don't want to be the Gutenberg. I'm the Gutenberg? Of course I'm the Gutenberg. How could I not be the Gutenberg? Yeah, I mean, seriously. You don't wake up every morning and think, hey, here I go, I'm the Gutenberg of today's adventure, because you're always the Gutenberg of everyone's adventure. What do you think you're Johnny 5 over here? No, I am the Johnny 5. I am the Johnny 5. Maybe I could be a Johnny 5. 3 men and a baby and a Johnny 5 robot. No, Batman. No, this is already. We've not worked on a comic for like minutes now. We've just been having bizarre little improvisations and machinations about how things come to be. But if you haven't been listening to the podcast, again, no such thing as grownups.com. And Tara and I do improvisations of weird events, you know, and she's a real person. I don't draw her. She's a real person in the world somewhere. And when she tells stories about doing judo stuff, that's a real thing. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, actually, Apple Tab real quick. I could play the ghost behind the curtain in The Three Men and the Baby. Can I be the ghost? Guys, we still doing this? Yeah, no, sorry. We're not actually doing anything. This is it. It's already happening. This is the Three Men and a Baby situation. We are the three men. That's the baby right there. And I guess technically you're the ghost behind the curtains or paper cutout, if you will. Having an imagination is exhausting. Oh, man. I would say that's all the things I can remember from this week. Uh, Mostly I called my mom, and then I do basically the equivalent of this show except over the phone to my mom until my hand hurts. And I'm like, it's awkward to use my cell phone with the other hand. I don't like doing that. It's more it feels natural over here. And plus, it's been a while and I talk too much. Both of us should go eat now. Um, Close enough. Oops. But I took a walk down to the market on Saturday. I chose not to set up a table at the market on Saturday because it was super cold out and like kind of stormy all week, and I haven't moved the car in days. And I'm looking at the car like that's gonna take a while to chip and pry out of the icy cage that it's in right now. So I'm not gonna get up early in the morning and do that. That's insane. So I'll just take a walk down to the market later and I'll get some sprouts and I'm sure I got some other. Oh yes, I did get some other stuff. Um, but while I was at the market, I of course ran into Nellie, who did have her table set up there, and she's like, "Hey, did you see Bram?" And I'm like, "Oh, he's like wandering around." She's like, "No, like he has his own table." Like, no, I didn't notice. And then when she points out where he is, it was just like I was like talking to the Rowan and Oak people 2 tables over for the longest time, and I didn't notice this small child running his own little table. Why? Probably because it's like the busiest table in the whole market. Once again, a small child usurping that of the adults, like a baby Fanta can. Maybe that was going to be my whole segue into this whole thing. Um, I mean, he's an adorable little kid. You know, he's maybe got another year year and a half of getting away with, hey, who wants to buy my wares based on adorable Olivia face? And it's just like, you can only That's So Raven for so long, and then you gotta, I don't know, start producing your other kids' shows. Um, or whatever That's So Raven does nowadays. So I go over, and he's like, "Hi, Curtis. Do you want to see?" Or first, he puts me to a test right away, and I can see like he's making money. Like he's made a bunch of sales already, and like I said, I didn't even notice he was there because he was surrounded by adults, and I'm like, "All right, cool, cool. Yeah, no, of course, he's gonna be doing this well." Always jealous of children. um, So yeah, I go over and first he's like, "Hey, how many curves are in this picture?" Hmm? And it's like one of these like optical illusiony type things. And I'm looking at it and I'm about to start counting the hundreds of lines that are there when I'm like, "Oh wait, these are all straight lines." Like, "Oh, this is I don't know why you almost had me, but no, yeah, like there's no curved lines in this curved line. You made it with straight lines." He's like, "Oh, like you got it." Most people are guessing, and he's just saying all the different guesses people had, and I'm just like, "What is going on over here? Like you're running like a whole carnival thing or something?" People are buying stuff. He's putting them to brain teasers or proposing brain teasers to them. I'm like, "All right, well, it looks like you're selling pretty good." While I was there waiting to talk to him or see what he's got, he's like, like got a little some pliers going and little key rings that he's putting onto uh, um, perler beads. Those little plastic beads that you make a design and you heat it up and they hold together for quite a while. I had a keychain one of those for the longest time, like forever, and it was like this thing is lasting forever. These are surprisingly tough, but I don't know. Let's throw them in the ocean, see how many turtles they can kill, and then I'll know just how strong that plastic is. So he does that obstacle. I feel he showed me something else, and I can't remember. And then he's like, and do you check out my spreadsheet? I don't think he called it a spreadsheet, but whatever he called it, and it was just a spreadsheet of like, this is what was sold. This is like times two times whatever. This is the price. This is the specials that he's applying to it. So he's got this set up like a D&D chart or like a Pokemon card where it's like, and then in this row is where we put the special ability of the thing based on whatever. So if they buy two, they get the third one free. And he's like, so these people, because of this special, although they got three, it's minus this technically, and blah blah blah. There's my total there. He's like, but these people, the special on this one was they said keep the change. So then it goes back up, and I'm just like, this is amazing. Like this is amazing. So back over to Nelly to his mom, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, you didn't set up that spreadsheet for him, right? And she's like, spreadsheet? I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. It was a little too Pokemon-y for, like a math person who makes robots and stuff to make. Uh, so, of course, it was a little kid thing, but I was super impressed. So, to do, I'm like, well, just like everybody else, like, I have to get something from him. Like, some of this stuff is too good that I can't pass it up. I don't know where, I want to integrate it into the stream somehow. Maybe I'll actually just stick it to that painting. But And I'm like, yeah, I definitely want one of these. Even though I know that, like, you know, his mom did make a lot of these, but he did as well. And this time he was like, oh, like my mom made me this one, and then I copied it and I did this. So everyone wins. Like, yeah, that's great. So anyway, while I'm there for very little time, and these call them an old couple, this adult grown couple that is definitely older than me at least. Like they weren't like decrepit old people, but you know, they were old enough to be like, hey, you're too old to have a 10-year-old friend. We're calling the police. Because yeah, little Bram Sandwich is like, oh, and he talks as though he's a little adult anyway, but it's like, oh, like this is my friend Curtis, like, um, friends with his mom, and she's like just right over there. So there's nothing weird here. There's nothing weird here. I'm not just some 40-year-old friend of a 10-year-old. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that are just like, oh, I love hanging out with kids. And I still to this day don't get that. They're always like, you're always sticky. They're always sticky. There's always something, or they're hitty, or they're whatever. But yeah, just like, anyway, yep, this is my little 10-year-old friend, but again, like that's how he talks about people, which is like this is how you should talk about people, the Prince way. Oh no! Uh, copy, undo, 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 undo. Do I have enough undos to get back to the Curtis that was there? And yes, just enough. Paste. Magic. I'm magic. Saving. There we go. And we'll throw a Milo down here. I'll zoom out a little on this one. Not the mask. So need some stabbing room right here. Fantacan still needs to be off the page. Lock. Lock. There we go. Yeah, put the other hand. Hey! Actually, let's try Apple Tab and Milo. Hey, that kind of sounded like you were going to segue into showing the thing that you got, and then you just went back to drawing as if you did just tell a story about a thing that deserves some sort of show and or tell. Meanwhile, I've still got a baby over here. Is this baby going to be here next week? I don't want to deal with that anymore. Seriously. We gotta do something with this baby Fanta. Did we sell any Fanta? Did Fanta send us any Fanta? Oh, our advertising budget is ridiculous right now. You're right about the first thing. Advertise. Also, hey Fanta, give me that money. Yeah, I'm about to put a knife in the back of this Fanta can, but that's okay. So yeah, I couldn't resist this. I was very tempted to also get the Luigi. Is this still? There we go. And then. Nope. Oh, there we go. On the couch with Wonder Woman. and we stab and go bloosh, and we stab. Actually, now for another track from our album. Oh, I forgot to go back to the other camera. Weird. There we go. Oh my. Oh, the avocado shake and Drake hotel. I don't know why. I don't know why this is hilarious to me, but it is. I'm gonna put this in the camera. Oh, so this is why the buttons are great, Ripley. This is why the buttons are great. That'll focus. Look at it, Milo. Look at it. There you go. It's hard to quite tell, but there's a cat button in my face, slash a cat butt kind of facing at Milo's face, and that's funny to me. Yeah, I mean, an album in my head, I always think like, oh, a book is like 44 pages minimum. Um, but uh, but yeah, an album is like 8 to 13 songs. Really, really, 11. 11 is kind of, it's been a while. It's been a while since I bought a CD of any kind, full musical compilation, and not just, hey, what's cool? I'll just get those songs on Spotify and be on my way. But yeah, I can make a Spotify playlist. I can do a thing. I have the means. I've put out a track that was for sale. It might be on Spotify now, for all I know, but it was on CD Baby. The video is on YouTube. If you go through, I'm pretty sure it's the No Such Thing as Grown Ups channel, and it's the Milo rapping song called Epic Rap Battle, where the joke is there's no rap battle. Me and Ripley are just like, this is gross, we're out of here. And he's all like, there's no thing of the rhetorical rap battle. That's the whole joke. It's like a 3 minute song, maybe 2 minutes, I don't know. I'll be honest, I padded a lot of it out with the repetition of the word Optimus Prime. Kind of vocoded up and down. I didn't know what I was doing. Didn't know how to vocode. I don't know music. Don't know anything. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. John, we talked about this on the stream before. John Benjamin or Kyle Kinane, I think it was John Benjamin. He put out an album. He put out like just John Benjamin doesn't know how to play jazz album, and he's just going blah 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 blah. And I'm sure he sold more than 4 copies, and that's triumphant as far as I'm concerned. So why not? Why not indeed do a hey, here's 12 versions. Yeah, let's stick with 11. Here's 11 scatty boom batty versions of the Mario Brothers Do a Diddy Bada Booty theme song to Duty. And that's the title of the album. You listen to it? Is there words? Or is it him just banging on a piano for 35 minutes? and he slowly bleeds to death. Need another Curtis. Oh, the making of it has got to be way better than the album. I only saw on Conan or something like that a clip of him just banging away on the piano. I'm like, oh wow, I thought he'd be more like actually trying to do some of the arpeggio-ness that makes music sound good, but nope. Nope. But I could see myself. I could totally spend a whole day. Don't want to bite down on this. This is like $100 pen. Yeah, just sitting with a microphone and doing Mario variations. God knows, I could even do it. Hey, bathtub Mario, or I could just sit in the bathtub and do it. Because I mean, every shower that I take, that's the theme song for the most part. I mean, it drifts between stuff, but every once in a while, I'll just get stuck in a loop that is either just the standard do 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 Oh no, I lost it. I can't remember what the "You're Running Out of Time" music sounds like, but oh, I don't know how to read this. Hypebot says your nan dead, lol. Oh no, my nan's too old to have that joke. That makes me sad. My nan's wicked old, but she's so strong, she's so tough that she's kind of one of those people that's gonna last forever. But yeah, one of my nans is dead. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. But anyway, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Your name did. LOL 3190. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna do a theme song about it though. Hey, there's the graphic. Nice. And that's from Mixer. Okay, the graphic came up for Mixer followers. Magical, wonderful day. So, whoa. Your Nan Dad is hosting. Nice. Now I feel special. Ah, for the love of fun. I deleted another Milo somehow. Alright, I'm going to copy all of this and then see if we can undo until he pops up again. I don't know when I accidentally deleted him. Going back a while. Oh, farts. He gone. I get distracted with all the silliness and fun. All the silliness and fun. Sometimes you just get distracted. You always have to be vigilant. Distraction is never an excuse. You'll never be a boy wonder like that. You'll just be a boy who wonders about something. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for chiming in, Mr. Batsman. You're never a help. You're never helping. You're a bit of a murderer. Alright, anyway. Save. Roughed. Now. Yeah, really should have restarted. Watch me clean? What? Watch me nay-nay. Hey, watch me clean it? What? Watch me nay-nay. Who? Me. What? Gonna clean. Hey, gonna how? What? Oh, nay-nay. Oh, yes, that's what I was doing. Droning on about shower time Mario. Because then I'll get stuck in. Now I can't remember how it goes. No, that's regular Mario. No. That's part of the Mario. Oh, there it is. But then, just like all of them, I just get stuck in that loop, which it kind of is. And then every once in a while, like that's my favorite one. Like that one is like I could sit and listen to just the Mario 3 bass level 1 sound, and then the level 2 sliding into the depths of Mario Land. That's where the real is the best. But yeah, every once in a while, and I mean, it is in the Mario Maker levels, but the Mario 64 music sometimes is floating around there, and I can kind of grab onto it, and it, comes out usually in the shower, or while I'm walking, or just thinking about stuff. It's good music just to think with. I mean, I wouldn't put it on purpose. Like I got some thinking to do. I'm just gonna put some Mario themes on a loop. Not to make fun of people who do that, cause I know there's a lot of people that is what they listen to is just straight up video game themes all the time. There's a lot of YouTube channels that are like, yeah, come on over, hit play. Do you ever just want to listen to Castlevania? And yes is definitely the answer, because my cousin made like a whole metal Castlevania. I think he did Castlevania and Mega Man. I know he did Mega Man, but I'm not sure. I know he did. Anyway, he would do like speed metal versions of all those songs, and then for a while he was like selling some CDs over the internet. Before like selling stuff on the internet was like a thing. Just, hey, you send me some money in the mail, and I'll send you a disc that I will burn and I will put in the mail and send back to you as if it's 1995 AOL. But I never really got into Castlevania. I thought it looked cool. The idea of a whip as a weapon was pretty cool. It was so. I mean, I think I started with Castlevania 2, and that game is impossible. It's impossible. Hi, Fox Pixar Media. That's a lot of companies jammed into one. Mayor Buck Goldberg. I have no idea who that is. In the Hanna-Barbera style. Yeah, no offense whatsoever. Like, please enjoy and hang out and watch the stuff that I draw and tell stories and listen to my songs about Fox Pixar Media's hosting. Fox Pixar Media is mosting. But for the most part, certain requests I ain't gonna do. I do have some commissions I need to do that I might work on. No, I'll have that finished before next week. But I was thinking about doing some stuff. But mostly I do pin up dinosaurs. Again, check out the Instagram. And there's all the stuff that I do. So I mostly only do either sexy dudes and guys, dudes and girls with dinosaur heads, and or these daily comics on here. But I mean, still, always feel free to suggest things, because sometimes I am like, hey, I'm just gonna go and draw what these guys suggested. But I don't hang around here long enough for that. But my main reason is that's what I do for a living all day long from like 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night. I just take requests and I draw what people want in the style that they request all day long. And when the working day is done, Curtises want to have fun. Ho ho! Curtises just want to have fun. That's all they really want, is some fun. And that means long pauses. I don't know why I can't. There we go. That means this time is my time to shine when I just draw whatever I want. Because all day, every day, I'm drawing stuff. I'll assume you probably came here through Streamlabs, because Streamlabs usually hosts my stream. And Streamlabs, they make Streamlabs OBS that lots of people use to stream. And they were recently acquired by Logitech. Anyway, I work at Streamlabs, and one of the things that they do for kind of high tier streamers and whatnot is offer them artwork. So like alert animations, like this, the little thing that popped up in the middle there, overlays and whatnot, and then I make those things for the people. And when they're like, "Hey, we want a cool shirt merchandise design," I come up with some stuff, and then they take it and they sell it, and a lot of times they give that money to charity. Sometimes they just make money, and that's also cool. And other than getting paid to do my job, that's it. Like, I don't get anything from any of that. It's just, here you go. This company is just about helping you build up your stream, taking your hobby, taking your passion, and turning it into a lucrative, venture for yourself and your family I'm doing what I can to help kids buy their moms homes, and it's a little bit kind of super cool that a big company like that is just like, yeah, you just keep doing this, like, awesome, that's great. And every once in a while, like today, for example, and he's already using it on his channel, so I think I can safely talk about it. But this streamer, I want to call him RDU, letter R, letter D, letter U. Yeah, pretty sure that's what it was. He was like, "Hey, I need a new I need a new avatar drawing of my face. This one's like old and it's just like straight up an anime guy. If you could do it so it could match my new current face look, i.e. haircut and facial hair, which isn't on the old one." And I'm like, yeah, no problem. And his note is like, if we can't, if you can't cartoonify it or whatever, like, that's fine. Just grab one of my Instagram pictures and put a filter on it or something. Like, I don't know, whatever you can come up with. And I'm just like, dog, I don't even know how to use filters. I'm like, no, this is my fun. Like, out of all the things that I have to do any day, every day, when somebody is just like, oh, I just, I want a cartoon version of my face, like, yeah, awesome. Um, so this guy RDU, he writes back, holy shit, this is amazing. Who do I have to pay for this? Like, clearly there's some commission fees or something. Like, no, dog, no, we just got like this dude on staff. And that's his thing, is just, when somebody like you really needs something and we want to keep you going and we don't want you to slow down or have to search around for people, we'll just make something for you. Every once in a while, they're like, no thanks, dog. No thanks. Not good enough. Or I was expecting something different, and I'm like, I can try something different. No, I've already hired somebody else. Like, yep, cool. Don't care. Don't care. You don't owe me an explanation, and I don't want one. I already have 16 other streamers to draw stuff for, so no big deal. See you never, baby. See you never. But most of the time, they're like, hey, can I have more things? And, my managers are like, yeah, yeah, of course you can. What do you want, dog? What do you want? And I don't think any of them say dog, because they're all way younger than me and not as dumb as I am. So that's why I'm drawing a cat stabbing a Fanta can. Good explanation, Curtis. Good explanation. I'd like to agree to disagree. I think that's a terrible explanation, and I would agree with everyone that you're stupid. You're one of these stupid people, and seriously, I don't know if you're paying attention to the comments over there, but comments are correct. My arms are getting tired. I might drop this baby. What if I just drop this baby? I mean, it is a can. Can I shake this baby? Will it be funny if I shake this baby? I mean, we can all talk about how shaking babies is wrong, because it is, and we know that. But if we take a few seconds and think about the fact that this is a compressed can of soda and carbon dioxide, I mean, have you ever seen, like, it's 2020 years now, and I can still go on the Instagram and every single day there is still a new Mentos and Pop, soda pop, Coke, Pepsi. I don't remember which it is. Anyway, there's still Mentos explosions to this day. Therefore, heretofore and submitted for your approval. What if we shake up this baby and, like, watch its head fizz up? Would that be adorable? I don't think he understands English, so I think we're cool to just talk about this, right? No, no, no. That went on way too long. Time is it? Oh, 10:15. Am I gonna finish this comic or postpone it till tomorrow? Obviously, I'm gonna finish it. Squiggle line, squiggle line. What are you denoting? Squiggle lines show how a character's emoting. Stabbing you in your Fanta can so they can have a baby between three men. 'Cause you're the Gutenberg now. Oh, and of course, the other way to get me to draw stuff that you want me to draw is to pay me. Like I said, I updated the website. I took out all the commission section and the stuff that's other than buying the books that I've made. But in the contact section, it does say for business or for commissions. So if you'd like to suggest what you want, and then I'll give you a price based on what you describe. Basically, how much time, how much effort is it going to take me? And there was no reason to extend that me. I need to cut cut away first. Hello, welcome to today's exciting episode. Oh no, that's not how I wanted to say it. Hello, and welcome to the Berg. Today I'll be your goose, and we'll see what we got and what it's all about. That's our show. The Berg. Damn it. Never mind. That fell apart fast. But yeah, call me the goose, and this is the Berg. Oh, what's wrong with you? Really? It's not what's wrong with me. This is just what I'm doing. You're coming along for the ride. The doors are all unlocked, and we're going slow enough that you can jump out at any time. So it's on you. It's on you. But yeah, CTK wants a commission for a tattoo. So she wants, it's not a dinosaur head, but she wants a creature head character for a tattoo. That reminds me, I forgot that I looked at it again not too recently, not too long ago, and forgot. Oh yeah, that was a tattoo that somebody wanted, where I did like a fish, specific fish that they wanted on like a mermaid body. So I can't wait to get onto that. Sometime this week I'll get onto that. And there's a dude in town who was like, "Hey Curtis, can I talk to you for a minute?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He's like, "I'm a chef," and I'm like, "Okay, is this some kind of code for something? Am I joining a fight club right now? What are we talking about, guy?" Like, no, I was like, you probably don't know or realize that I'm a chef. Like, no, I don't. I just see you at the market standing here. You could be anything. You could be literally anything. You could tell me anything, like, and also blank, and I will believe you because I got nothing else to go on. He's like, I'm a chef. I get back into chefing, but you know, under my own deal. I'm not gonna go get a chefing job somewhere. I'm gonna do my own chefing job for myself. I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm gonna open a food truck. I'm like, oh wow. He's like, I need a logo. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Logos are awesome. You should have a great logo. But that's where I come in. Hey, will you do the logo for my food truck? Yeah. Yeah, I want my art on the side of a truck. It won't be a truck at first, but eventually it will be a truck. Definitely going to be stickers. And, well, when I draw on the board on paper, all of my local stickers are on here. And I can't wait. I can't wait to get those stickers. Oh no, he was like, "Oh, we have to discuss money," and I was kind of like, "Oh no, like I just want to help you help you get started." Like he's one of my market friends, like his wife, like she was one of the first people that when I did get a table at the market, that was like, "Oh, cool, somebody I can talk to all day long, who's totally fine with this." And then he started coming around. I'm like, oh, hey. And she's like, this is Curtis. And he's like, I know Curtis. Like, I've been wandering around talking to him before. Like, yeah, oh, yeah, you're that guy that I talk to every once in a while. Um, but yeah, no, he's like starting a real business and stuff. Yeah, no, when somebody clearly wants something for free, like I can see that a million miles away, and then I can throw all my excuses in the way where it's just like I'm too busy. I have a full-time job. I don't need to do this stuff, so I don't unless I want to. Um, and in that case, it was just like, oh yeah, like if you make money, like yeah, then you can pay me. But if not, guess who gets sandwiches whenever he shows up? And he was just like, oh, what? Like, I think part of it in his head was kind of like, you can't have all my sandwiches. Like, well, either or. Like, I really don't care. Like, I just want to help. In this case. Oh no! Don't crash. What's going on? What's going on? There we go. Fanta can, Fanta can. Who the F is drinking you? Fanta can, Fanta can. Do you understand? Duh. Peanut Man, you used to be alive. That was another thing I wanted to talk about. Was the fact that the other thing about killing off Mr. Peanut is, yes, he's old, he's been around for a long time, but just like the Honey Nut Cheerios bee and the peanut and some other miscellaneous mascots. Oh, forgot the eyebrows. As time passes and things get newer, these characters get, redone, scaled up. I don't know what this is, laddered, leveled up. So when Mr. Peanut is hanging there by his cane, um, he looks younger than ever. Like he looks definitely younger than Wesley Snipes and Matt Walsh. No offense to both of you guys, but cartoon Mr. Peanut is nice and smooth and CG and just you know not not on his deathbed. He's just not on his deathbed. I mean that is how you kill somebody off in their prime like that. Like Groot didn't come off as someone who was old and ready to die either, and then they killed him off. Man. I have to blow my nose so bad, it's ridiculous. I'm literally just like, I don't want to talk anymore because it makes my nose run. It's even better. I didn't feel like I was getting a cold, nothing. It's always just in my head. Mostly just from talking too much and building up the pressure in my system. But my glasses, these glasses, I've always wanted, like, oh, I would love to have a collection of glasses. So I have different glasses for different days, different occasions, different whatever. Death Wish. It's of course supposed to say Snipes. I should, let's reread this real quick. Actually, let me just put the bubbles in. Zoop. So then I said, no, that's a miniature couch. Hey, shut up. You know how about, you know how a dead Groot make the baby Groot, and dead Mr. Peanut make the Mr. Peanut baby, Mr. Baby Peanut, and let the soup dead Yoda equal the baby Yoda somehow. Let's add a dot 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 on that. Death Wish to the rescue. Checking my spelling and checking it twice. Making sure all this stuff's spelled nice. Well, I want a baby Fanta kid, so, stab. And then we unlock the mask. Oh, forgot Milo's motion line. Got the walk it away, so you need a little line to show that I've got a little bounce and I'm fine. Do. Walk it away like I'm some sort of Mickey Mouse Club. Oh, let me try to zoom in properly. There we go. And that's a comic strip. I super forget what I was just about to flip out about when I stopped to fix the spelling mistake. Something about, it wasn't Mr. Peanut anymore. Blowing my nose. Ah, yes. So I always wanted a glasses collection, but it's like have to get rich to do that because glasses are like $100 to $200 to $400 each, and it's just not feasible for anybody really. And the internet, and the internet was like, hey, what if glasses were like $10? What? If glasses were like $10, maybe even $20. No, then would you have a collection? I like your style, internet. I like your style. So I got my glasses from the glasses store, and then I got my prescription. Went home and immediately ordered two more pairs for very cheap. So I got these ones that are red, ding ding, and a pair that are green with tinted lenses that I thought were going to be darker. So they're kind of like too dark for indoors and not dark enough for sunglasses. So I don't know. I'll probably end up wearing them all the time. But as my nose, my sinuses fill up here, hopefully I just need to blow my nose. I got an email like a week or two ago saying, hey, your glasses are delayed because they're coming from China. And, we got to shut everything down because of, mass virus deal. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know that. That's fine. Take your time. Super take your time. That's fine. Everybody deserves a break when a pandemic is happening. And then today they showed up in the mail, all wrapped up, opened them up, and they're both in a plastic bag inside of the glasses case with the stuff in there. And I'm pulling them out, and then I'm just like, they just said, like, sorry, we can't go to work because this thing is covered. We're just, there's an outbreak. All right, yeah, take your time. Anyway, here you go. I'll just put these super close to my eyes then. The most porous things in my body, I guess. Anyway, I'll just put these super close to my eyes. Try them on all day. Try on both of them. Rub them in there. Like, is that what? Even when I open the little thing, one of them was already open, so I'm like, did this let out the virus or did it let it in? And am I opening the other one and letting it out? This is why I don't go out anywhere. And now it's, and I think, yeah, I'm going to spray them with something. For sure as soon as this stream is over. Oh my God, Pat. Now, I went for a few months with my last pair, gluing them back together, and it's like, I just can't do it anymore. Now it's going into the bin of supplies of things to animate later. But, I mean, seriously, like, I think this pair was under $20 total, and my other pair was like almost $30 because of, I added some sunglasses tint to them and whatever. But yeah, these were like, click, click, click. There you go. Like maybe even $12. It was something ridiculous. But yeah. Oh my God. I went from several pairs of broken glasses that I'm trying to like balance on my head for a few days to now I've got 3 pairs of good glasses. But did they just get me sick? Should I go to the hospital? No. I should just blow my nose and I'll be fine. Classic dude. Don't tell me about your underwear, because I assume it's got the same lifespan. Anyway, this has been No Such Thing as Grown Ups live stream. I managed to put a podcast episode up last week, I think it was. It's kind of a part 2. We recorded one episode where Tara drank pretty much a bottle of wine and talked about whatever, judo and all kinds of stuff. And we did some improvisations, and then she was like, "Let's do another one," and it was like, "Yeah, that's fine." But she was super just destroyed. She was destroyed by the time we started the second one. So it is a pretty fun mess. It's usually if it's a bad mess, I'm just like, no, that wouldn't go out. But it's pretty fun. mostly talking about judo. Did some improv where I pretend to be a cop and she's a drunken martial artist and is trying to cause trouble. And of course all the other crazy stuff we talk about. But I don't know. Always good episodes. Always good episodes. Ripley. Ripley, the button. The button, Ripley. You gonna figure that out? Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Awesome. Alright, so Ripley's gonna figure out why the buttons don't work, and hopefully they will work fine next week. And don't think I'm forgetting anything else. One of these days we'll get back to playing Countdown again, but I don't know. Drawing the whole time isn't a bad thing. Maybe we'll just do a day where it's just playing games. I'll come up with other things besides Countdown, and we'll have some fun. But yeah, everybody go to sleep, depending on your time zone, or have a snack. I don't know. And talk at you next Tuesday, because that's what I do. And now that the chair is back, like it's too much headroom again. It's too much headroom again. I had it so, doesn't matter. Best laid plans. Oh my god. Still, last few episodes of Countdown, like real 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, not my fake one, have been, I think, amazing. Like, amazing. The second last Fabio bit where he kept waving and Joe was like, just get out of here, like, stop waving. And he's just like waving. I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. And then when the blind guy, Chris something or other, I've seen him on some other panel shows, British panel shows, and the fact that he's like, yeah, I'll just play Countdown inside my head and I'll just remember the things you said and I will still get it. What? This is mind-blowing. And then all the other stuff is just super funny on top of it. Like, just best episode ever. And yeah, there's an episode, if you did enjoy that guy, go to Would I Lie to You on YouTube there. It's usually under Wilty, and it's this season, like a few episodes ago, he was on that one, also fantastic. But yeah, like an inspiring episode, if anything. Like, wow, if this guy can do this, anybody can kind of do anything. Really, I mean, hey, can you make a baby Fanta can? Yes, we Fanta can. Let's end on that, Ripley. That seems like a good place to end. What if I have something inspiring that I want to say? Where is she? Oh yeah, did the lights just get brighter in here? No, they didn't. So good.